to make sure you get every bit of what I have been able to receive from our CEO and founder, Mr. Holton Buggs, who's one of the best in the business when it comes down to business, but in particular to this industry of direct sales and network marketing. You can't find anyone better. You know, there's the Michael Jordan for basketball, and there's the what they say Wayne Gretzky of hockey, but we have the Holton Buggs of the direct sales industry. So we have the number one, I would say the best of the best, and many people have been duplicating what he has done in his career over the past 30 years that there are about 30 years that he's been in this industry. And 20 of those I've been able to serve right there, 20 plus I've been able to serve right alongside of him, and what a treat it has been. And so we are in a very fortunate position to be able to receive this information. And now you have it where the information, it really gets good when you have duplication taking place. See, duplication is going to be the key to your success. Just like they say, the repetition is the mother of all skills. You know, the more you do this, the better you get at it. You know, there's no practice. You don't go and practice this by yourself and all that stuff. No, you get out there in the trenches and you simply put these principles that we're going to give you into play. And I'm going to tell you, you will be able to get the results. It has happened time and time again. I've built an organization in the hundreds of thousands of people from what I'm going to teach you here, show you today. And my goal is for you all to get the information, whereas you now can, what I normally say, teach the teachers to teach the teachers to teach the teachers, because you want to have that type of duplication taking place with what we're doing. And so as I get into the training, the things that I want to cover on this basic training, which is going to be talking about the 2020 plan. It is the foundation of your business. The 2020 plan is the foundation of your business. And you can't build anything of a massive structure without having the right foundation. And so it is imperative that you get this information so that I can show you how the structure is the key. You don't chase the income, you chase the proper structure. And when you get the proper structure, then there's unlimited income potential that you have that you can actually build or grow into if you're willing to follow chasing structure more than chasing the dollar. Because the dollars will come, the money will come in abundance when you do it the right way, but you have to have the right foundation. See, I liken this to a skyscraper, if you will. When it's a difference in building my home, and I have a decent sized home here, but it's not the type of foundation that you would need to build a skyscraper. And so, as you know, if you ever seen and had a chance to go online and take a look at the building of skyscrapers, they don't just get on the even ground and pour a slab of concrete and start building. They actually have to go deep in the ground, sometimes multiple stories. They dig out the ground, multiple stories deep in the ground, and put all of the necessary support deep down in the ground first, and they build themselves back up to the even platform of the street level, and then they begin to build the building. Because that type of structure, you have to have it deeply rooted in order for you to have a big, growing, tall skyscraper. See, my house, they didn't have to dig as deep. It's a slab, but they didn't have to go multiple stories. They had to dig out the ground a bit and put this foundation there. But now, because of the size of my house, it didn't require as much. So my point to you is this: it depends on how big you're looking to build a business that would determine how much of a foundation you need to have. But that foundation is going to start with what we call the 2020 plan. This is one of my favorite. It has truly proven to be a major part to what we've done. As a matter of fact, I can tell you, since we have started the company of iBuumerang, I have done the 2020 plan at least 3 times. I've done the 2020 plan at least 3 times. I did it on purpose because when I had a chance to do this before, I saw it, I knew it, I knew the things that we had to do, but I didn't do it in the same period of time because it was kind of foreign to me, it was new to me, and I was just going through the process of learning and growing many this for the very first time. And it was one of the toughest things that I had to do, and to get 20 on the left and 20 on the right and following within that period of time. But the thing that I did was I went through that process, and eventually, of course, it paid off tremendously for me. But I said, if I ever had a chance to do it again, you know, we always say we would think bigger and take more massive action. But this is one of the times that I had a chance to take more massive action, and I wanted to do it in a shorter period of time, collapse time frames, if you will, and grow a solid organization. And that's why I did it multiple times, because I knew the type of income that I was looking to accomplish myself, but I knew the type of income that I want to set the foundation and set the leadership role so that people can see what needs to be done in order for them to achieve the type of success that they have. Now, the thing I can tell you about this in this basic training that we have, just like in anything we do, we can't guarantee any income whatsoever, but I can tell you here in our company, although we don't know your work ethic or what you're willing to do or not willing to do or whatever, the comp plan in our system works the same for anyone who's working it. If you're willing to do the work, this comp plan will pay you in direct proportion to the work and work ethic that you put out, and following the system and the amount of volume that you put into the system is what will determine your outcome here. And so I want to make sure we upfront with people, because a lot of people oversell opportunities and they give people, a wishful thinking. And I like to be upfront with people here. Hey, I did the work. I followed the system. I was willing to learn and become the person I needed to be. And any one of you who are hearing the sound of my voice, you have the same opportunity to do that within our company and be just as successful as anyone here. And even more successful if you choose to. So I don't want you to be as successful as me as I am, or Mr. Bugs, or any of your top leaders here. I want you to be better than us. This system here has no pecking order. And that's what I like about what's going on. If you're willing to do the 2020 plan the proper way and you do it 10 times, guess what? That's you. And you have done something now to set yourself above the rest. I never wanted to do what the averages did. I always wanted to be above average. I always played the game to win. And so hopefully you are getting involved to play this game to win. And again, it can start with the foundation of putting what I call the 2020 plan in place. So what do I mean by that? We have a structure in our company, which is one of the first phases that we do in terms of the compensation plan, where we have a binary system, a 2-team system. We actually have the best of both worlds in our company. We have what you call a binary on the front end, where you actually place your people in the binary, left, right, left, right. You can put as many people on your left, personal people on your left if you choose to, and they can duplicate the same process. You can put as many personal people on your right, and they can personally duplicate that process by enrolling others. But we also have on the back end, where the residuals are paid, is what we call our uni level. Okay, our uni level. That's where you're going to see all of the residual income, and that's where you're going to see where the calculations for your qualifications are going to take place. And you're going to hear more about our compensation plan, because I know you have a treat coming up. Mr. Holton Buzz is going to be doing that segment very soon for you, and that's going to be one for you to watch to see the compensation plan. But I'm going to get you structured, so when he does do the training for you, you would know how to maximize the compensation plan, because you're now going to chase the structure in order for you to earn the income that's going to be available for you there. So here's the thing that I tell you here. When you're doing the plan here, it's very simple. Set your business up for long-term success, okay? We're not here just for some quick money. This is not, you know, a lot of people say, yeah, I get the question, I've gotten this question, is this a get-rich-quick scheme, you know, type of thing? You know, no, it's not a get-rich-quick, and it's definitely not a scheme. We don't participate in anything like that. But I can tell you right now, I got tired of getting rich slow. And so I wanted to find a way for me to speed up the process of creating wealth for me and my family. See, the time of going through, you know, 30, 40, 50 years to retire on a pension that's not even there anymore, I didn't want to have to go through that process in order for me to create wealth. Because today, wealth has changed in terms of creating wealth in our today's time has changed now. There are more people becoming wealthier in a shorter period of time from following the right people and the right information. And so now we want to make sure that we set you up the right way, but we want to set it up for the long term here. So we're talking about building the proper foundation so that you can grow a diamond organization, which diamond is one of the pinnacle points in our company. Diamond is one of the pinnacle points in our company. It's one of the most prestigious ranks that one could qualify for in our company. And you're doing over $200,000 of group sales, and we have this packed amongst each other, and you hear about all those great stories. But whatever you do, I strongly urge you to become an iBuumerang diamond. It is incredible what you would be able to accomplish for you and your family to be able to have that long-term residual income and have the camaraderie of the sisterhood and brotherhood of the diamonds that we have around the globe in our company. So the goal is to create a basis of duplication, okay? You want to have something, remember that I said it's totally duplicatable. That's how you go out and build a big business here in this industry, in this company. It needs to be something that's totally duplicatable. And I know doing what I'm going to show you right now is duplicatable, but as you see me go through the breakdown of this 2020 plan, you see how we'll be able to create other ranks as we're going through the process of building your rank. But it's all a systematic approach as to how we do this. So this is a plan that I've told you for over a decade or so. We have proven that this plan definitely works. And I want to make sure that all you have to do is follow the steps to build the foundation and put the numbers of the law of averages to work for you.